You had this health setback in 2018. I don't want to dwell on it, but you were unwell. You had a stroke. Are you better?
Yes, absolutely. It was kind of a stroke of luck, really, because when the universe wants to guide you into your rightful purpose or your intended purpose, it sometimes had to really smack you down and kind of just wakes you up. And as we say in Morocco, one knocks you out and one wakes you up. And that was definitely a wake-up call to kind of just realize the mission and the vision of why you incarnated in this wonderful movie called life.
For sure. And did it cause you to focus more on your health and your well-being, Chico?
Well, the funny thing is I've always been into the health and well-being. I actually was doing a fitness show called Block Fit, which is one of my fitness brands, and I was driving home and I was having an out-of-body experience, thinking it was a spiritual experience, which feels very much like an awakening. But talking to my wife, I said to her, look, I'm going to contact you in a minute. And within literally 2 minutes, luckily there was a sort of a turn-off. And at that time, I lost all faculty. The sort of time and space as we know it kind of disappeared. And boom, I was gone. And I didn't realize I was having a stroke, because to me, I was 47 at the time. And I was thinking, well, 47-year-olds with a six-pack don't get a stroke. It didn't make any sense. But eventually, it turns out that I did. And it was a miracle, the fact that I ended up driving home. I had a true near-death experience where I was in the middle of a car park, literally, and I just sort of said, right, basically the only thing that I could think of was my children. And at that time, you get something like what you may call a life review. Yeah. And you're shown videos of a reality, of a future. And I wasn't there, and I basically closed my eyes and said, look, God, I really don't want to go right now because I don't feel I've fulfilled your mission yet. But if I do go, I want you to know I've done my best. And luckily, it wasn't Chico time. I basically woke up 3 hours later, and wow. And it was only to about 4 days later that I got diagnosed. And basically the doctor said, you know, you're a walking, talking miracle, basically, because the chances of me surviving after such a long time, it was like 0.000%.